Vanessa, and today we're gonna be watching Theo Adams Valentine's. I don't know what it's called, okay? But we're gonna be watching it because I heard there's a very cute part. So we're going to do it. So let's see.
Happy Valentine's Day!
Oh.
I hope you like it.
How nice of them to offer people chocolate filled with toothpaste. Bendy and
Okay, I just paused the video because I want you guys to know that I don't know if it's April Fool's or Valentine's Day on that one because it was like an April Fool's Valentine's Day trick, so I don't know. But let's keep watching.
How nice of them to offer people chocolate filled with toothpaste. It's Bendy and the quest for cookies.
So cute.
And Floofix. So fluffy.
Oh, Cal, you're now wearing a shirt and you wear just shorts? Don't you get cold? You can always go with the Cuphead's wearing a sweater theory.
I don't know.
I think he's wearing a sweater. What do you guys think? And baby cups.
Okay, that's adorable.
Goddess Waifu said baby Bendy and Boris. You thought we were done with the babies? No. We got more adorableness. Anonymous said, what would the gang do if someone kissed them? If a girl kissed them? Bendy. Yes.
Yeah.
Cup, Mug, Boris, and Felix.
Yeah.
I love that meme. And if a guy kissed them, all of them. Anonymous said, wait, you said that Felix would not like if a guy kissed him, but what if it was Oswald? Let it be this. Anonymous said, what would happen if someone ran by and pushes either Bendy or Cuphead into the other, making them kiss each other while the
Hold
rest
on,
are
guys.
watching?
Okay, so I'm just going to go.
Anonymous said, what's going on outside? Anonymous said, how is Boris?
Mugman, I'll save you! Where do you think you're going? I have to save my friend! Listen, kid, my brother likes you, so until I save him, you're under my protection. You saw how strong he is. He is fine, and I'll make sure of that.
Anonymous said, aw, Cuppy.
Don't tell the others about this side of me.
Sawed off, Loveheart.
No, you didn't!
Anonymous said, what about Muggs? How's he holding up?
Wow, it's the gear. It glows every time this place needs power. Is this the piece we need? Maybe I can take it off. Don't bother. It's as stuck as I am in this place.
And Spaghetti Block said, aw, Cal, try to think of positive things.
A little bit of hope wouldn't hurt, you know. I'm sorry. It's just that I'm tired of hoping for nothing. I'm sure it must have sucked every time, but there's always another chance. I promised. You will get out. So hope for me. I believe in... Oh my! I do believe in you, my hero!
And thanks so much for
God.
watching today's Quest for the Ink Machine.
Okay, there's actually another part to this. Oh my god. Wait, it's getting pop in the background. Cool. Anyways, let's get it.
Welcome
the
to the
video.
VO crew. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Anonymous said, what does Felix think about the scenario?
I'm not sure what's happening to her, but it seems like she's getting weaker. I hope.
I'm Pika Dead said, what's gonna happen to Bendy?
Bendy!
Anonymous said, somebody help Bendy!
Bendy!
Anonymous said, oh, thanks to Felix, is Bendy okay?
Okay.
Boris? Cuphead. Mugman, where? Rise and shine, bud. bud. We've got one more soul to save. Govs! Why did you change back so soon? You were really cool in that other form. Other form? Huh? Well, still need help. When did that happen?
Anonymous said, is Mugman okay?
Huh?
And Crystal 111 said, Mug, save Cala quick!
I gotcha! Mugman! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you!
How was she saying thank you?
More shipping.
Okay, there's one more part.
Welcome to the VO crew. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. It's Mevi said. How are Muggs and Calamaria doing? If you don't mind me asking. Okay, bye.
Looks like the place we were fighting that creature in. Be careful. Bro! You guys are small from up here. Mugman! Huh? I knew you'd be fine, you little...
Ania's World said, where's Bendy? Is he okay now?
Please, Bendy, you have to rest. I'm fine, Boris. Just let me help them. Aren't you at least gonna tell me what was that weird form of yours all about? You really scared me back then. What are you talking about? You and Cuphead are weirding me out here.
Anonymous said, Felix, Cup, you guys know how to get Muggo from there?
How are we getting him down from there? I got it. Mugman, make sure to stay away. Whoa.
And yeah, that's unfortunately where the story ends for now. But I do have some more comics from Rogue in this universe. So we still have a little more quest for the Ink Machine coming until the hiatus is over.
Cup, can I have your comb? Why? You don't have hair. Think again, bucko. Get that thing out of your head right now!
Hey, a glass of Nutella has 9,870 calories, you know. Why should I care? I never eat the glass anyway. Papa, how did I come into this world?
Well, when Mommy and I loved each other very much, we gave life to you, sweetheart.
Why don't you tell her about how a stork brought her to you?
Shh, she's not old enough.
She'll figure it out at some point.
That's how babies are delivered in that world. Okay. Now, this one is actually one from Jaded Animations, which I was going to make a video of hers, but whatever.
In October, I went on the first vacation I've been on with my family in years. My dad works super hard all the time, so normally it would be either my brother, mom, and me, or just me and my mom, and even those vacations became pretty sparse. It's been over 10 years since we've all had a family vacation, and all of a sudden we have a week to be squished together in a foreign country. So how'd this one go? Day one, we arrived at the Tokyo airport after a nice and easy 11-hour flight and got off the plane like, wow, I can't believe we finally made it. We've been planning and looking forward to this trip for almost a year, and it's finally happening. How do we get out of here? We walked around the airport for 2 hours trying to figure out what we had to do, which train we had to get. We lost Dad for like half an hour in the sea of Asians. I'd already expected the worst and thought he was dead. But no worries, turns out he wasn't taken out by the Japanese mafia. My mom had to get train tickets and he had to take care of the luggage, so we split up and planned to meet at a ticket counter. But little did we know there were two of them on opposite ends of the floor, and as the stereotype goes, they looked exactly the same. So my parents were just grumbling and waiting for each other to show up at the opposite ticket stand with no method of communication because we didn't have Wi-Fi yet. After figuring that out and getting to the Tokyo station, we had to use the subway to get to our hotel. None of us grew up in the city, and using the subway was new to us, so we had to look at the train station map to see what to do, and... Is this the Windows 98 pipe screensaver? What is this? Props to people who use the Metro daily or even just know how to figure that stuff out, because that's like a whole Bill Gates secret code, and the consequence of making a mistake is paying to be plopped in an area you never wanted to be at in the first place. We didn't even know how to start reading the map, so my dad resorted to the only logical option. Do you speak English? Do you speak English? Konnichiwa. Please, help us.
英語話せるわけねえじゃねえか、外人のバカ。迷子になれ。
A good 90% of the time we were lost and not knowing where to go. So my dad would keep walking up to random Japanese people and trying to communicate with them in English, even though we were in a country that doesn't speak English. And when they obviously wouldn't understand, he would just try to say it all again, but slower. Like that was gonna make a difference. But we found a guy named Paul who helped us out. Thank you, Paul. Konnichiwa. Japan is super different from the States. I didn't really know what to expect, but my mom and I were super hyped after experiencing and learning about the culture. Dad and Jax, not so much, but they liked the food. So here's what happened. First morning, woke up early to do a Tokyo bus tour. This time, after our best friend Paul taught us the ropes, we were experts at navigating the subway.
Hey, I'm Matt, and I want to tell you a story about how I learned to play the piano.
Good for her, I guess. I wouldn't want to run into her in a bar. I don't know what else to say about her. Moving on.
Japan was so camera over the Japanese symbols and have the phone immediately be like, hey, this is what this says, but it wasn't working the way I thought it would. I don't speak Japanese, but I'm pretty sure they weren't selling a surprised egg topped with the first time in fabric. His wife. I don't think that's a thing. Who married an egg and why is she so surprised? The tour was fun. We went to a forest with some shrines, saw some sumo wrestlers, went up the Tokyo Tower. Pretty cool Asian stuff. Second day, we walked on Japan's big famous crosswalk that looks like the B-movie's traffic system. Pressed F for the dog that waited 9 years for his dead owner to return from the train station. I love you, Hachiko. Went to a hedgehog cafe. Got on the wrong train. Mega Donuki! Spent way too much money at the Pokemon Center. Won nothing at a big arcade. And then collapsed into bed. I should probably slow things down a bit so you can really take in. Day whatever. Wrong train. Rice triangles. Tiny banana snack.
Okay.
My brother said it tasted weird. Walking tour. Oh god, my legs hurt. More noodles. Went to sleep. We had another bus tour around Kyoto, and one of the stops was this 1,000 golden statues temple that was really cool, and we learned about a bunch of gods. One of which I, a Pokemon master, already recognized since it was the inspiration behind Thundurus. Another one of the stops on the bus tour was this temple called Kiyomizu-dera. And there's a whole backstory to this place where some people would do this thing called taking the plunge, which was seen as a bold and desperate, extreme wish-making act. So it's simple. What you do is jump off the 43-foot temple balcony and not die. That's literally it. I'm not joking. In the Edo period, people believed that if they put their lives in the hands of Kannon, the god of mercy, you'd be granted a wish, given you don't die, because he doesn't give wishes to corpses. During that time, 200 people jumped, and 85% of them survived, which I'd say is actually a pretty good ratio. One woman apparently even jumped twice. Hey, my wish didn't come true. Well, I guess I jump again. Well, they don't let you do that anymore. Which I think is fair, I guess. Anyway, that wasn't even where I was going with that place. There's this little shrine area at the foot of the temple with 3 waterfalls, each representing either longer life, wisdom, or love. And if you drink from one of them, it's believed that you'd be granted that particular category in life. But you only get one drink. Thirsty hoe. So I go up there with my long cup on a stick you get, and was watching what everyone else was doing. They would get the water in the cup, wash one hand at a time, then pour some water into one hand to drink from, and let the rest drip into the pool below. Anyway, cutting to the chase, basically, you're in the presence of some pretty intense wisdom right now. Also, there wasn't any place to dry your hands afterwards, so I got wisdom water all over my pants. After that, we saw the 1,000 red gates. You're allowed to walk under them, but apparently it takes like 3 hours to get through them all, and we didn't have that time, so we walked under like 10 and called it a day. After waking up with some French toast that was lightly dusted with a pound of sugar, my mom and I went to the Studio Ghibli Museum. I can't express how incredible that place was. I would recommend it to anyone who has an appreciation for Ghibli, or animation, or art, or anything. I'd show you how mesmerizing it is in there, but there's no filming or photos allowed inside, so no spoilers here. I'm a child of the law. But I did snag this picture of the kids' play area because I thought it was adorable. Sometimes you just gotta break the rules when it's important, okay? We went to a conveyor belt sushi place, and Mom had never been to one before, so she got overwhelmed and just immediately grabbed like 5 random things. I've been to one once before, but my skills aren't anywhere near coordinated. So when I tried to put the wasabi bowl back, I ended up clogging a bunch of plates and ruining a section of the sushi harmony, and just being really obnoxious. And I felt really bad. The next day, we almost got on the wrong train. The wisdom juice is kicking in. We went to this famous Sega arcade with 8 floors. That was immensely intimidating.
Okay,
You know how you go to an arcade and there's always some...
Okay, I know that I signed up for no reason, but I decided to do something.
Asian kid who's an absolute god at a game, and there's a little crowd watching because it's so mesmerizing and we're all pathetic. This is their hive. This is the Enlightenment Mountain they climb for 80 years and consume nothing but tears of tigers. Car racing, combat games, even the children were getting spit out the womb playing like monks. Look at this guy. I don't know what game this is or the objective here, but the aura around him is screaming, "Leave here and never come back." Unworthy rat. We were also introduced to this dance game I've never seen before called Dance Rush Stardom. It's like DDR but with less arrows and 100% more late 90s Melbourne shuffling. My brother and I tried to play it and it felt like the whole country was like, oh god, why are they here? They look Asian but they're white as crackers. But we got a good kick out of it, so you know what, go konnichiwa yourself. Then we left and got on the wrong train. But the last night we went to this robot show and let me tell you, this place was insane. So the main attractions of the place are these giant flashy robots and stuff. But I gotta talk about these drinks and light bulbs they were selling. They were crazy with all their blinking colors and such. It was like a little rave in a cup. Like, dude, who comes up with this stuff? Benjamin Franklin wishes he did, I'll tell you that. You got to choose from like 4 drink choices, but most of them were alcohol, so I got this peach juice instead. I'm legally allowed to drink now, but I'm not the biggest fan, and who knows how outrageous the drink would have looked if I was a bit tipsy. Anyway, definitely one of the most insane things I saw there for sure. Top of the list of the entire show, nothing compares to the little light bulb drink. Japan was so much fun, and it's become one of my favorite memories with my family. But the thing is, when I started this script, I wanted to briefly mention what we did so I could talk about how much trouble I had getting back home, because that was a whole situation of classic Jaden I thought you would enjoy. But here I am on page 4 of the script, and I haven't been able to talk about anything. I don't like breaking stories into different parts, but we're not animating a 20-minute video. I'd rather put my hands in the life of canon. Twice. So yeah, see you in a few weeks with that. Hey, thanks for watching. So a bunch has happened since the last video. YouTube Rewind was posted, so that's cool. And I was in it.
Okay guys, so that's the end of today's video because I want to everyone because I'm really tired and I don't know what to do today. So, I hope you liked that video.